You want to eat some Thanksgiving dinner, some Stranger Things dinner?
Let's have some syrup-flavored cereal.
Is that what it is?
Look at the box.
Oh,
it says it right. Yeah, it says it right on the box. That's what's so funny about it.
You really are ruining my diet.
Give it a whiff. Tell the people what does it smell like.
Stocked up. I can't smell the thing. So the thing with,
I can smell it from here. Oh my God.
Man. Oh yeah. Even Pixie woke up.
Yeah, you can't not smell. Your house is going to smell like this.
What is that? Oh my God. God damn, it's so good.
It's hitting.
You should see what's going on with me right now. Right now, little Corey is sitting in his pajamas in front of the TV watching Saturday morning cartoons, eating a nice bowl of sugar. I'm going to be ready for this flight.
And what do you get to wash it down with? What my friend calls white people Kool-Aid.
Believe me, this ain't even close. Not even enough sugar here to be Kool-Aid.
But I love that name.
Kool-Aid man's looking at Gatorade talking about, you a bitch. All right. We're going to finish this bowl, and then we're going to get into my, I would say review, but not really, because it's on the first 2 episodes.
Yeah. My
quick impressions for the first 2 episodes of Stranger Things, season 5, sir. We had our nice upside down feast Thanksgiving dinner, our Demogorgon Crunch, and our Stranger Things upside down elixir. There you go. And now we're ready to talk a little bit about season 5, at least the first 2 episodes of Stranger Things.
Oh my God, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. We're not gonna make it. I got it.
Oh, it's getting stranger and stranger every season, my friend.
Yeah.
Or not.
That looked pretty good, though.
Okay, you know what?
Because I fell off of Stranger Things. I really enjoyed the first 2 seasons. 3rd season, it got to the finale. I was like, I'm good. But I heard the 4th season was great, and they used Master of Puppets, and I heard all about that.
4th season was pretty cool, man. And because they had some characters that I liked in there. But it's fun hearing you say what you just said after watching this trailer, because last night you were like, I ain't coming over to your house tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to say about this. I ain't watched that show in years.
No.
To hell with Stranger Things.
My reference for Stranger Things these days is that they're in Fortnite now.
Yeah, well, yeah, you see, you always have to work that video game.
Hey, use code no dog pooping.
Shut up. Stranger Things. I'm a Stranger Thing. What you talking about? And that's a great point, because
I'm a Stranger Thing.
Yeah, you are.
I'll show you what you know about Strange.
You're the strangest thing up in here. But to your point, it's been it's almost 4 years. It's been over 3 years since the last season was out.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been years. So I'm kind of like you, man. I'm going into this thinking, I don't know how much of this I'm going to remember. Like, I want to be into this because I was so into the when it first came out, especially the first season.
Yeah.
I thought this show was great. I thought it was amazing. I was so into it. And as it's gone on, man, when you put gaps in between things, you just kind of lose track of where things are going, especially now since we have so much stuff to watch. And now that we have stuff coming out like Welcome to Derry, and we have a resurgence of Stephen King, kind of thanks to Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah.
So we have this resurgence of Spielberg. We have the era of Spielberg on bikes. That resurgence of Stephen King now.
Skeleton Crew even.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you know what? Even you can throw that in there, and all this stuff is starting to blend. So now I'm thinking, am I really going to be able to keep up with this? Am I going to have that same enthusiasm? Plus, the show has gone through some bumps itself.
Oh, yeah.
So let me just start out with a negative, because I don't want to make anybody mad, because let me just say this right now before we get into it. This is, even with only the 2 episodes that I saw, I'm feeling it.
Okay.
I'm starting to feel, and this is cool that we had this lapse, because I'm feeling like, all right, there's a lot of stuff I forgot. There's a lot of things that I need to catch up on here. There's some stuff in here that I even see as criticisms, which I'm immediately going to get into. But this show is still being able to capture that sense of adventure that made it so good in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And for anybody who and I'm always complaining about nostalgia, but it is bringing back some good nostalgia.
Okay.
And my biggest complaint starting out is that we've gone through so many seasons now. I think I'm starting to feel like there's a formula here. It's starting to feel a little bit repetitive.
Okay.
Because I'm not saying that this is necessarily a bad thing. It just feels like that the seasons are starting to feel like episodes of a show. And, something comes in, threatens the town. The scrappy kids, they get together to stop it. Working with the adults, outmaneuvering the military. Except that if this was a show, and every episode they got together to fight a new menace or new threat, it would be a different creature, a different villain.
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of fighting the same things here.
Yeah.
Or Demigorgons.
Yeah, Demigorgon, big mouth face guys.
Yeah.
Or birds with a big mouth face.
Exactly. That damn wet penis dude is walking. What I'm talking about.
They had like a giant guy in the sky or something like that.
Vecna, the guy that.
Oh, the veiny guy.
Yeah, the veiny guy. Yeah. That's why I said penis guy. Here it's the same creatures, man. Same characters, same military. They even have a new military scientist that's come in to study the Upside Down, who's played by Linda Hamilton.
Oh, that's
who's
cool.
Pretty cool because she's even more menacing and quite frankly more of an asshole than the last military doctor they had in there.
Okay.
So yeah, she's kind of cold blooded, man. She's talking shit to people all the time, just belittling military dudes.
That's cool.
Just treat them like they're stupid, which they probably are. But so the other things that they repeat, there's the 80s references and nostalgia, as I said. I will say, not as heavy here. Before they made a big deal of, remember Dragon's Lair? Remember arcades?
Mm-hmm. The mall.
Yeah, remember the mall, remember the food court, and all that kind
and that was why I stopped watching, because they had like a big thing finale at the mall or something. I was like,
Yeah, and I would say that now that we're getting into more character-based stuff.
Okay,
now
cool.
that we're entering like the finale here, we're getting to the big showdown. I feel like, those references are still there. The nostalgia is still there, but mostly, at least from what I've seen, they might increase it later on. But the 2 episodes I saw was mostly through music.
Oh, okay.
Like there's still some Kate Bush in there, which is a leftover from last season. There's a big Diana Ross song that they play.
I mean, that makes sense. That if I only could make a deal with God.
Oh.
That was so viral on TikTok. It was insane.
They made it go crazy viral.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to do that for Diana Ross because,
I bet that's what
they're
trying
dealing with the Upside Down.
Uh-huh.
So they have Diana Ross coming in. Upside down, you turn me.
Oh, that's awesome.
And yeah, man, I was like, all right, you know what? I'll give you that one. I'm going to give it. I would play it, but I get a copyright strike. And also they have a lot of movie references.
Oh, yeah.
But man, they're cleverly weaved into the story. And so what they do is they take references from, at least I think, that's the cool thing about it. I think that there's the big feeling of Back to the Future here.
Oh, I could totally see that.
Oh, yeah. Probably aliens. As you can like kind of see right here, they got my man cocooned up.
Oh my God.
So, but they take those references and they're not like, hey, remember aliens? Man, this is just like Back to the Future. No, they kind of tailor it for their story. So it's like you instead of saying, man, that's Back to the Future, you're saying, man, that feels like Back to the Future.
Oh, that's good though.
Yeah, that feels like that's from aliens. You're just kind of taking stuff and making it your own.
I can totally see the aliens comparison.
Yeah, which we'll talk about that right there because that looks crazy.
Even with like some of the action that they were showing, like that, like guys running with guns blasting and like enemies running all over the place, or monsters.
Yeah, man. But there's a lot of stuff to keep you watching, man, because they do some interesting things with the story, even if it don't make sense. Look, maybe I'm nitpicking, and I'll tell you about what I'm looking at, and I'm like, okay, I'm enjoying this, but that don't make no sense right there.
Okay.
I'm gonna choke that damn dog.
It doesn't make sense to Mojo either, but break it down.
So
these things are strange.
Throw his ass in upside down. So they know how to open the show. I'll give them that. This opens in 1983. Where we are now is 1987. So this opens up in November 1983, and it opens up, and you're looking at it like, is that who I think it is? Because it's like a CG de-aged Will, the character Will, who's played by Noah Schnapp. They took his so they de-aged his face and just put him on a little boy right here.
Nice, because he's the guy who got kidnapped in the first season, right? Yeah. So that's what the flashback.
Exactly. Well, that's not even that's a flashback, and so he's in the upside down, and he's getting chased by this Demogorgon. And it's a great way to start the show, because even if you don't remember a whole lot, if you want to bring people back in, start out with something that's kind of action oriented. Start out with something that's fast paced. Start out with something that's kind of tense. And actually, that opening that they put the first 5 minutes out on Netflix about maybe 3 weeks ago, because they knew that it was effective, and it's actually kind of scary. That is one of the things right there. That boy shot him with a rifle and he kicked back. There's other times when, I don't know what kind of bullets the military using, but they're shooting Demogorgons. It ain't phasing them. They keep shooting. The Demogorgons just rush up and just stab those dudes. Like, there's points where they get stabbed by a bottle and it's effective. I'm like, all right.
Feels inconsistent.
It feels inconsistent. I don't know if different Demogorgons have different weaknesses or whatever, but that's one of the things that you're right. I thought was inconsistent. But again, still great opening. Got you, bitch. Yeah, it's a really cool opening, man. Like I said, it's effective on being tense, thrilling, scary, creepy, man. It's all of that.
This might sound kind of crazy, but that was really giving me Jurassic Park, because it's so dark and like there's a monster hiding around there.
And there's a kid being chased by this creature. Yeah, I could see that, man. And then he's caught by, and this is where the show gets really weird for me. He's caught by that dude, Vecna. Is that his name?
I guess so. Yeah, the veiny guy?
The dude that looks like a cross between Swamp Thing and a smoker's lung, right? And a penis.
He reminds me of the guy from Invincible, the guy with the scar on his face.
Yeah. No, that nasty dude. Right? So nasty, he takes poor Will, slams him against the wall, cocoons him, and then just violates his face. It's like, okay, that's something I like. Netflix, you sure you want to do this to a kid right here?
Yeah, I mean, that's bold, People are going to be talking about that, but I don't know if they needed to do that. Maybe they were like...
If you watch the show, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, okay. And the reason why is because it sets up something later. Okay. And that's what I think is cool about what the Duffer Brothers are doing. Even though some of this might be repetitive, even though I might not remember some of this stuff, they keep setting up little mysteries throughout the show, because what they're doing right here is with Will, later on as he's older now, when stuff happens, he has sort of this hive mind connection to the upside down and to the creatures, and he starts blacking out and freaking out when something is happening to somebody else. Mm-hmm. So I was like, all right, what the hell is going on with this? And it has something to do with this right here.
Okay, at least
violating that face.
At least there's some payoff for that violation, because at first when you were saying that, I thought like, oh, they're just doing that to be like, wow, look how fucked up this is. It sounds like there's a payoff.
No, the Duffer Brothers,
they're clever.
They're smarter than that. They're not doing things just because it looks cool or it looks nasty. They're doing stuff because everything they do is to set up something that's story oriented.
That's good.
So I that's one of the things that I noticed here, man. They, like I said, they keep setting up these little mysteries. They keep setting up these little clues. They keep setting up these little storylines. And even though we've seen some of this over and over again, all of this is kind of new for this season, and we're wondering, okay, what is this leading up to? Mm-hmm. So let me see where we are right here. So find me the right frame, because now you are cutting to 1987, and the military, now the town is Hawkins, mm-hmm. and the military has Hawkins under quarantine, and that's interesting. I was like, all right, so they're there to investigate the Upside Down, and the Upside Down has gotten out to the real world. So now they just come to town and say, all right, ain't nobody going nowhere. And it's cool to see how the characters that we've come to know and love, how they kind of outmaneuver the military. How they kind of, they're secretly smuggling in supplies. They're trying to find ways to inform people of what's going on through code, through the radio.
Yeah, I was going to say radio because there's no internet, but I did see that satellite. So
it's man, that is a very cool idea. The weird thing is the town's on lockdown and no one's stressed about it. Like that now, people are way too calm because no one's like wondering what the hell is going on, or can you believe that we can't go anywhere? Everybody's still going to school. Everybody's still going to work.
But the military's walking around?
But the military, the military's got checkpoints and got the town surrounded.
Maybe that's them doing a little bit of commentary. I mean, that's kind of like today.
Yeah, no, it is. But the only difference is that this is one town. People should be like, all right, what's going on here? But everybody's like, cool, all right, we'll wait this out.
Maybe everyone's like, oh, yeah, we all know about this town. Not everyone else does. So we're used to this.
Man, you know what? That's kind of what you have to do. You just kind of have to say they've seen way crazier shit. They know that crazy stuff is going on, and it's just kind of like, all right, you know what? Let them deal with it.
Yeah, the people are like, is the Slender Man in the sky again?
Yeah. Okay. Damn, we saw killer flower head people running around. Let the military take. We're glad they're here.
We had penis vines covering a school. We'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Damn, demon dogs running around and shit. No, hell no. So that's all you kind of have to tell yourself is like, it's they're just used to it. Plus, the military locking the city down. That's another Stephen King throwback.
I was going to say, like, the cops being involved, this is screaming E.T., all that shit.
No, it's screaming like The Mist. Things like The Mist and even Welcome to Derry, the military's involved and trying to figure out what's happening with Pennywise. So with The Mist, I forgot what it was called. What was it? Flag something? The military eagle. I think it was like Eagle Head or something like that. The experiment that brought out The Mist. So now you have, it feels like a big Stephen King throwback here because the military is there and they're obviously trying to explore, the upside down. And they're trying to at this point, it's so well known that the upside down is there that they just kind of keep a portal just open all the time right now. And it's got to keep a door there, They walking around smoking.
I mean, they got to show it so when they build a theme park, they can just slap that in there.
Yeah, no, they walking around smoking and joking while there's a demonic portal right here.
It's crazy.
That's how used to it they are.
Got like master puppets softly playing when you go near that door.
Project Arrowhead. That's what the Stephen King thing was.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. I like that aspect of, the military, the town. Everybody knows about what's going on with this. And now it's just a matter of how they stop this, how they close this. What is this whole thing that's going on? It's in the town being in quarantine and how the characters function around that quarantine. I thought was a very interesting, a new aspect of what they introduced here. So like I said, man, it's at certain parts where it starts to feel like, right when it starts to feel like, man, I felt like I've been seeing this over and over again. They bring in something that's like, all right, that's interesting. I'm back in. I'm compelled again.
So this whole element of them being quarantined, do you think it creates it's creating tension that they're going to slowly ramp up over the course of the episodes?
Yeah. Yeah, there's already tension going on with our characters. Like I said, they're trying to figure out ways to outmaneuver the military. They don't like them being there. They're just dealing with them. Yeah, yeah. Just like you don't like these ads that I do, but I have to do them. I have to. You like, man, why you? I fed you.
I liquidated you.
Yes, you did. You hydrated me, and I come in and do this to you.
Brought to you by
the Upside Down is brought to you by Shopify. See, Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions, Julian. Millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the US. And here's why it's so easy for you and everybody else who wants to get started. So you want to make that money. You ain't worried about coding, designing, and all that kind of stuff.
No, I'm just trying to sell sunscreen, okay?
There you go. You can get started with their own design studio with hundreds of ready-to-use templates that Shopify has available for you to build a beautiful online store to match your brand style. You can accelerate that creation because Shopify is packed with helpful AI tools that help with product descriptions, headlines, and they'll even go in and enhance your photography. Now, I know you got a good eye, but look, like I said, you want to deal with that. You're trying to sell some stuff. Let them go in and make those pretty pictures for you.
Yeah, and it looked like it puts the whole web page together. It shows you where to put buttons and stuff. It's
all
very
that
cool.
stuff, all that stuff, man. And they will also help you get the word out like you got a marketing team behind you. Hey, listen, if you're ready to sell, you're ready for Shopify. And they're going to help you save some money so you can make some money. Go to shopify.com/toasted, all lowercase. Put that in there and you'll get a $1 per month trial period. I want to thank Shopify for sponsoring this portion of the show. I want to thank people like you.
Hey, I want to thank you.
No, people behind you. I want to thank you. Yeah, you for your support. All right, let's go back and get into this review, sir. But out of everything I've been talking about, I would say the most important thing, the characters.
Yeah.
The characters still hold their appeal. It's a lot of fun to see the dynamic of all the characters that we've kind of grown up with over the years with with this show, because most of them just got so big, man. You know,
they look like Stretch Armstrong versions of themselves as kids.
Man, listen, these kids, this has to be the last season. Otherwise, next season they got to have jobs. They're gonna have beards and everything. I mean, these kids, some of them, they've gotten, they just gotten too big, man.
Yeah,
like I know that, like, you can't have them in high school no more. They have to at least be going to college. But talking about these characters here, man. So, they've had like some interesting arcs. They've gone from being bullies, victims, allies, heroes. Some of them have become reluctant friends. I really like what's going on still with Steve and Jonathan, because they're just very competitive with each other, because Jonathan is dating Nancy. Now this sounds like a soap opera. Jonathan's dating Nancy, which was Steve's ex-girlfriend. So he still has some feelings for her. And so whenever something needs to be done, those two, they act like a couple of lunkheads, man, just compete with each other all the time. It's actually kind of funny, kind of cute in a way.
But that's another cliche that fits right in. That's expected almost, right? The little love triangle.
Yeah. And it's fine, man. I mean, look, they've gone from being teenagers to young adults. You're going to have that storyline.
Yeah, and at least they've done something with it.
Yeah.
Like, I remember their arc at the ice cream shop. I like that.
Yeah, and I still love Steve. I love how Steve went from being the Stephen King bully to just a goofball now.
Yeah.
And he's hanging with the main goofball of the younger kids, Dustin.
Yeah.
Yeah, they became somewhat of a team, which is kind of being a little tested in this season right now. Speaking of the kids, so, kids like Mike, Will, and Lucas, so when I talk about getting bigger, either they got more tone, a little more muscular, their heads have gotten bigger.
Their legs are longer.
Some of them look like, wow, you're coming up pretty good. And some of them just look weird, But man, I still love these kids here, man. Lucas, you want to talk about getting big. Luke, even his hair got big. He got an anvil head. I just want to take a sword and blacksmithing on top of his head. Yeah. I was like, come on, man. I know this is supposed to be the 80s. You ain't got to do that boy's head like that.
He turns and he just has a long anvil.
Goddamn Black Frankenstein right here. I mean, come on, man. But he's a little muscular right now, a little tougher. That he's even defending kids like Dustin against the bullies.
Okay.
That we had last season. I forgot that his girl Max. This goes to show you how long this has been. This is a major plot point. I forgot she was in a coma. She's like the tomboy girlfriend of Lucas right here. And I forgot, the big thing with her is that she was in a coma because she played a big part in trying to save them in last season. The only one who's getting on my nerves is Dustin, man. Dustin is he's so angry right now in this season. And he's so stubborn. Like do you remember you didn't see last season. So they had this group of nerds that love playing role-playing games. They're called the Hellfire Club. And they had this real cool character named Eddie.
He's the Master of Puppets
He's
guy.
a man I love. He's the damn Johnny Storm.
Okay.
And Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
I love that character. And I miss him too. I mean, spoiler alert, he died. But goddamn, boy, settle your ass down, man. He's trying to keep the legacy of the Hellfire Club alive in memory of Eddie so much that he's just starting shit with people. Like bullies. This is the first time I really rooted for the bullies in this show, man, because the bullies, they kind of back down once they see that he's got his crew with him and the kids, and now the kids are bigger, especially Lucas. Just his head showing up. He can just bend over and just ram somebody. But they pretty much are like, all right, we don't like you, but we're going to leave you alone. And man, he's doing things to rile them up. He's starting shit.
It's interesting, I guess.
And I mean, I'm sure this, I'll like him as the season goes on, but he's getting on my nerves right now, man. Like even his friends are like, "What's wrong with you? You leave those bullies alone. You're the one that's the problem." And so every time he gets his ass beat, I'm like, good.
Well, it sounds like this character has evolved a lot, and they're setting him up for probably a pretty interesting arc. Yeah, no,
I'm sure that his anger is going to play a bigger role somewhere in the show. So hate is a strong word. My dislike for him is at the moment. I'm sure later on there's going to be something.
There's going to be some redemption, and I wouldn't be surprised if they played Master of Puppets while it was happening.
You know what? They probably will. At first, I was getting tired of you saying Master Puppets, but now I'm like, you know what? That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I associate with that one character.
Yeah. And I have some characters here that I really like, man, because I like the actor or the actors, and I like their characters. I like the character of Robin Buckley. That's you all right, girl? You okay? Oh,
got that upside down cough.
I know. Girl, you scaring me. You all right? Okay, get it all out. There you go.
She's gonna go right. Face open up like face open like a Demogorgon.
Man, Maya Hawke, that's Ethan Hawke's daughter. Again, nepotism
strikes again.
Nepotism strikes again, baby. But she's really good. I like her character. She's the character that came out as lesbian because Steve was trying to hit on her at one point, and she's like, "Boy, if you don't get your ass off me, I don't want you. I like women. You go get a vagina, and then we'll talk." But her character is a lot of fun. She's a fast talker. She's such a talker that now she's the one that runs the radio station that sends out codes to let people know what's happening in Hawkins while it's under military lockdown.
Good morning, Hawkins. Your friend, entertainer, and DJ Robin Buckley. Nice to meet you, a.k.a. Rockin' Robin. And why is it a big day for me, you ask?
In fact, man, Steve is such a goofball now that he's the sound effects guy for her. Like this dude went from being the big bully in the first season to just being, her damn clown in the background.
But while Jimmy was fleeing Hawkins even faster than he moves those hands, yours truly was...
Disc jockey.
Yeah. He went from being so cool to just being just goofy. Just a sound. I mean, if you got right when I think he could get any more goofy, he's a sound effects dude.
I was expecting them to cut to him with one of those things in his hand.
Well, you see, he's got the rubber chicken.
Yeah, exactly. I heard him making that kazoo noise.
Yeah, man, he's but that's one of the reasons why I really love that dude. And somebody said, "Listen, Ethan Hawke, make sure you mention it as also Uma Thurman's daughter."
Okay.
Yes.
Double nepotism.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep. You win.
Whether you like it or not.
Yeah, they had to have a baby for nepotism. It was required. It was a rule. It was a law.
Or they'll be sacrificed on the upside down.
There's a scene where Nancy's mom and sister, the Wheeler family, they're getting hunted down by a demigorgon in their house.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and it's a very cool scene. Again, very tense. It's a very suspenseful. There's probably only one part where it's ridiculous because the mom she's getting drunk on wine. She just had an argument with her husband. She's getting drunk on wine. She's listening to ABBA and some headphones. Meanwhile, this damn creature's tearing up the house. I mean, you can feel the vibrations alone where he's busting down doors and everything, and she can't hear the girl screaming for help. Mom! Mom! That's a master! And she's just in there just chilling. But well, you know what, man? Because she's drunk. Got that drunk mom, wine mom thing going on. That was a little crazy, but it is a cool scene though.
It sounds pretty. I've seen scenes like that where someone has something crazy going on in the background and you can't hear it.
Yeah, exactly. Her ass was just out there drunk. Girl getting chased by creatures screaming, tearing up the house, and she can't hear a goddamn thing. That was a little ridiculous, but it was still an effective scene. And like I said, man, they can, do scenes like that. We're just in the second episode. I'm looking very much to what they do in 3 and 4.
A lot of practical effects in that scene. Like you think they're all CG.
No.
Okay, I just wanted to ask.
No, straight up CG creature going through that house. Maybe the door was practical effects when they tore it up, but that's about it. Yeah. Other than that, though, like I said, I don't want to give a review, as in giving a rating, because I only saw the first 2 episodes, and even then, if I saw all 4, I'd be like, well, I still need to see the whole season, which is going to be scattered in the next couple of months.
Next month.
Well, no, you got next month, and then on New Year's Day, you got the final episode.
I guess so.
Yeah. Boy, just up here trying to correct me. Listen to you. No, next month. But you sounded like you were frustrated with me.
Well, because I want this shit to be done.
No, dumbass. Next month.
I did not say that.
You implied.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, no.
Stupid.
Yeah, there you go. See, you heard him, right? But no, man. Let me just say I'm impressed. Let me just say I'm excited to follow up. I'm probably going to watch some of this on the plane when I'm on my way to Prague. And yeah, I had a lot of fun with these first 2 episodes.
Because it's not even half, yeah.
Yeah. And so it's New Year's Eve.
Oh, okay. So it is.
Yeah, New Year's Eve that the finale's out. And then supposedly we're done until we get damn Stranger Things spinoffs.
The cartoon.
Yeah, the cartoon. Yeah. Then we get the prequels and all, anyway. So yeah, I'm there. It was the right balance of, when I say repetitious, it's the right balance of familiar, the things that made us love the show. Also with these new elements that they're introducing, these new ideas. And also, like I said, man, some of these scenes are very effective. It opened up great. Second episode had that chase scene in the house. So they, it's got everything. Cool characters, great action, some creepy stuff, nice sci-fi going on.
What about 11 and the sheriff?
Oh, you know what? 11 and the sheriff. That's true, man. When I say these characters are grown, yeah, thank you for bringing that up. I meant to bring that up with them. No, 11 and the sheriff, man. Sheriff Hopper. Yeah, 11's a bigger badass. She's out there training like Sarah Connor.
She has always been like Mewtwo to me. Where she's just like this crazy psychic creature.
No, man, she's obsessed with being able to go on these crawls where they actually go into the upside down and confront what's in there. Excuse me. a little upside down right there.
That Demogorgon getting crunched coming back up.
Yeah, that was quick. They do these crawls into the upside down, and she's training for it. She's trying to get a certain timing down, and that just makes Hopper even more anxious and more nervous and more protective. And the more protective he gets, the more that's a conflict between those two. So the only person that I haven't seen have anything to do that much right now, and keep in mind it's only the first 2 episodes, is Winona Ryder. I'm sure she's going to amp up and do something later on. But those first 2 episodes, she's really kind of in the background.
I could see, they had a flashback with Will. I could see them doing a flashback with her because that's his mom, right?
Yeah.
It's funny to see 11 still getting them damn nosebleeds.
Yeah.
She's doing that shit.
Yeah, man. That ain't going nowhere. But yeah, I'm enjoying this, man. So yeah, that's my impressions. A lot of fun. Very positive about it. Looking forward to seeing how they end this, because if if it's any indicator of what I've seen so far, that finale is going to be huge. They're going to have something very special planned for it. If they don't, of course, it's going to be a big letdown. So I hope they stick that landing.
Yeah, it was funny. I was talking to my friend who goes by the name Nephew Quinn, and he was like, the season's going to end. We're going to find out if Stranger Things is a good show. Because remember when Game of Thrones ended? Everyone loved it. And then when the finale happened, everyone's like, man, that show.
Yeah, no, exactly. So, that's the big test. Are they going to be able to pull it off and leave a big lasting impression with that finale? And the Demogorgons, man, they're pretty cool. I really like the designs. The designs on those are great. They're still effective creatures, man.
That's one of the things that I really admire about this show is that it feels so familiar, but all the designs and everything it looks correct.
Man, listen, Game of Thrones, you almost have to try like Game of Thrones. They better not be leaving empty bottles of Gatorade on the set. Damn, coffee cups and stuff.
You talk about how it was like Back to the Future. Man, that would be really like, what if they end this with them going into the future?
No, they won't do that. No, you
never know.
No, listen, Game of Thrones is that's a really we don't give a shit anymore ending right there. You have to try. You have to go out your way to end like Game of Thrones. You better not do that.
Also, Game of Thrones had that book and like the weird thing with that whole thing going on. Yeah. This was written for television.
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly right. All right, y'all. I have to catch my flight. I hope y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. Man, happy Thanksgiving for you.
Happy Thanksgiving, Corey.
Thank you for coming over. Man.
No, this is nice.
Thanks for bringing dinner.
No problem. Anytime.
Yeah. This is probably the most unique Thanksgiving I've ever had. No turkey, no dressing, just Demogorgon.
And Gatorade.
Yeah. What'd you have for Thanksgiving? I had roasted Demogorgon. Well, would you look at that? You made it to the end of the video. That means you really like us. So just go ahead and press that like button and subscribe while you're at it. And check out our other channels, our social media like Instagram, TikTok, and our Patreon where we have new stuff coming up all the time. And we'll see you on the next video.